to lure a 15-year-old California girl. And y'all, so I seen it on the news last night, but I was so bleh that I was like, I'll look it up tomorrow and see what all info I can find on it. So I did. I looked it up today, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages that I have written. Oh, sorry, 1 second, y'all. Sorry. I'm burning up. But I have 5 pages of that I have. Please stop. I have 5 pages I've written. Hi, cool gamer. I hope you're having a wonderful day. That I have went through and I've written on what happened and everything. And this is like, I got a hair in my mouth now. But this is something, y'all, that I wanted to get on here and talk about, because this is why y'all need to talk to your children, have the talk with them about talking to people they do not know on the internet. Pay attention who your children are talking to on the internet. And I'm going to use this story that this happened the day, I believe it was the day after Thanksgiving. I'll have to, yeah. And I want y'all to hear this story of what happened and the dangers that your children need to know. So y'all, you really got to pay attention. Okay, so I'm going to read all the stuff I wrote down. I actually got it from an article off whenever I was Googling and stuff. I wrote down all the stuff out of an article. Some of the words I may have changed in a way, but meaning the same thing. Because I didn't want it to be completely identical. But, I mean, I'm honest. I wrote it down from an article I read because I don't, as y'all know, I don't have Wi-Fi, so I can't get on the internet and share a screen. I use my cell phone, and I wouldn't even know how to share a screen. But I guess I'll learn that when that time comes, whenever I do get Wi-Fi. But this is what I call a catfish triple homicide. A deputy posed as a teen online to lure a 15-year-old California girl. Hi, Kyle. How are you? A Virginia sheriff's deputy, age 28, posed as a 17-year-old boy online. Let me make sure my volume's up for y'all so y'all can hear. Okay. I couldn't remember if I turned it down earlier when I was messing with my phone or not. It says, a Virginia sheriff's deputy, age 28, posed as a 17-year-old boy online and asked a 15-year-old California teen for nude photos before driving across the country to her home. I'm not going to say the word because I know it's not really good to say the words on here, but I'm going to, some of the words y'all know, it will be a word that sounds like it, but he drove across the country to her home, murmuring her mother and her grandparents, and then set fire to their home. I'm doing wonderful. I'm just enjoying myself. Yesterday I got to do a live stream and it felt like a party on the live stream. Heck yeah, that's awesome. I'm proud of you. I see you're doing great over there. I've been horribly sick, so I haven't been on much. I mean, I do get on and watch other people's lives and stuff, I've not really been talkative as much or anything because this stuff is awful. Okay, so as I said, he was a Virginia sheriff's deputy, y'all. And he actually, I believe I have it in the end somewhere here. He actually was, I believe a state trooper before, and then he became a sheriff's deputy for the county, I believe it was, after that. Hi, Soldier Poet, how are you? So he literally, get it, y'all, it's sickening, a sheriff's deputy, or, I'm sorry, a deputy. He literally posed as a 17-year-old male online talking to a 15-year-old child. Okay? So, and then he drove from Virginia to her home, and I'll get there to the town. I can't remember the exact town yet, but I have it written down in here. But he drove to her home, y'all, and he took her after, I can't say for a fact, but I believe she watched him murmur her mother, her grandfather, and her grandmother, and then set the fire on home. My lord, I told y'all. Then he set the home on fire. Okay? Then it says, Austin Lee Edwards, age 28, he died by suicide during a police shootout with the San, I apologize if I say this wrong, it's with a shootout with the San Bernardino Sheriff's Office. It's in California, y'all. I hope I started from the right page I wrote. Okay, I did. The 15-year-old girl from Riverside, California, was rescued and is in counseling for trauma, according to family members and police. Hi, April. How are you, honey? Edwards, a resident of North Chesterfield, Virginia, appears to have posed as a teen online to engage in a romantic relationship. Y'all, if I'm not looking at the camera, it's because I'm looking at all my writing I done today. I'm sorry. Edwards, a resident of North Chesterfield, Virginia, appears to have posed as a teen online to engage in a romantic relationship with the girl and obtain her personal info by deceiving her with false identity known as catfishing. So this police officer, 28 years old, is on the internet, or was on the internet, posing as a 17-year-old male to lure this 15-year-old girl. Authorities did not provide additional details about their communication and said they still need to comb through online accounts. Officials are looking into whether he victimized other minors across the country. I apologize, y'all. It's also unclear if this was the girl's first in-person encounter with Edwards, or if she was even aware that he was coming to California, officials said. Riverside Police Chief Larry Gonzalez said that because of the girl's age and trauma, it will take time to complete interviews with her and get answers to many questions surrounding the case, such as if she were coerced or threatened into leaving with him. Y'all, this is sad. We don't believe at this point that she had anything to do with the murmurs of her mother and grandparents. At some point, Edwards asked the girl for sexual photos and she stopped communicating with him, Police Chief Gonzalez said, but detectives don't know yet when that happened or whether Edwards murdered her family in retaliation. So they're not sure if they're still combing through, all the evidence to get all the facts and all that. So they're not sure if the reason why he traveled there to do that to her family and take her was because he was upset because maybe she like just quit talking to him because she probably felt uncomfortable, him asking for those types of photos and stuff. Um, Although he was saying he was 17, I'm sure she started feeling uncomfortable. I don't know the conversations that went on, but it is possible that it was in retaliation. Hi, Nicole. Enjoy. Hi, Bible Vibes. That poor girl. I know this, y'all, it's sad. Where was I at? Oh. Authorities believe Edwards parked his vehicle in a neighbor's driveway. He walked to the home and murmured. Some of y'all don't know I say certain words a certain way for a reason. Walked to the home and murmured the family members before leaving with the girl on Friday. And this was the day after Thanksgiving. I just found out about it last night. It popped up on my news. So I started looking into it today. Officials have not yet determined how he entered the home, murdered the victims, or set the fire. The bodies in the Riverside home were identified as the girls' grandparents and mother. Mark, I'm not sure if I'm going to say their last name right, and I apologize, y'all. It's Winek is the last name. Winek, I think is how you say it, or Winnick. I apologize. I'll just say Mark W. I'll just say W for their last name. Mark W., age 69. Sherry W., age 65, and I believe her name is Sherry, just spelled different. It's Sharie. Maybe it could be Cherie. And the girl's mother, which is 38-year-old Brooke W. The girl's aunt, Michelle Blandon, said, "Nobody could imagine this crime happening to my family, to our family." A tearful Blandon said her parents and sister lived and loved selflessly. The killing of Brooke, a single parent, means that now her 15-year-old and 13-year-old daughters are now motherless. Oh, it's okay. Oh, sorry. What's this about? I apologize. Okay, so a police officer from Virginia posed online as a 17-year-old male. He's truly 28 years old. He lured this 15-year-old girl in California. Got I guess her personal info, like where she lives, and he drove across the country from Virginia to California, and he murdered her mother and her grandparents and took her. And this poor little girl had to watch this. And then it's sad. Okay. Let's see. I think I read this part, but I'll read it over. The bodies in the river. Okay, yeah, that's their names and ages. The girl's aunt said, okay, I said that part. Okay, I'll say, a tearful Blandon said her parents and sister lived and loved selflessly. The killing of Brooke, a single mother, means that her 15 and 13-year-old daughters are now motherless. It's evil. It's evil. It's sick. It's evil. Edwards is this police officer is a former Virginia state trooper, and he was a sheriff's deputy in Washington County, Virginia at the time of the murders. Law enforcement agencies said he did not show any concerning behaviors, and no other employers disclosed any issues during background checks. Virginia State Police are conducting an internal review of his hiring process and tenure. How do y'all say that? Well, like I can hear you. Tenure, the Tenure. I don't know how. And tenure there. Chief Gonzalez called it disgusting, really, to see someone in law enforcement involved in such heinous crimes, and wondered how he had been hired at 2 Virginia agencies. How did he get past a background check? How did this person get past a polygraph investigation? The chief said. From what we understand about this person is there's not really a big rap sheet on this person that would indicate that they would see such an outcome. They're looking into if he used his law enforcement weapon or government issued laptop in the crimes. I was just watching Casey. Oh, he sounds like a psycho. Yeah. But you know what? A lot of times people like this and stuff, they're not gonna, of course they're gonna, like, not, yeah, some do show signs when they're gonna do something, but most people, a lot of people I've learned, hide it very, very well. They do. I gotta get a sip of a drink. My throat is killing me. They hide it. And they hide. I don't want to use the term hide behind the badge because I just don't want to use that one. I don't know how to really say it better. Maybe he probably became a police officer to hide who he really is. You know, they want to, people like this want to the world to view them as like such good people and do so much good, and I mean, I only say that because of certain situations I've been through. So that's the way I look at it. Yeah, I can't stand Casey Anthony. I despise her. I do not know how she got away with that. Like, it's freaking, I don't know how she got away with it. She still denies it, and her dad will press charges if she says he had. Do you think her dad had anything to do with it? Or is she just trying to act like... I don't understand how people can be so horrible either. I remember the Casey Anthony trial and stuff. I'm going to have to go back and review all of that stuff. You don't think he had anything to do with it? I never thought that he did either. That's what the lawyer used to get her off. Sick people, man. Didn't she have another kid too now? Her and OJ got away with murder. It's sick. They'll pay for it. They might not be paying for it now. I mean, I hope she freaking has nightmares every night. I hope she does. Of what she did to that. Allegedly. I don't know if I can say it without saying allegedly since she got away with it, but I hope she has nightmares every night. I'm going to finish reading some of this, y'all. A neighbor on Friday called police to report Edward's red Kia Soul as a suspicious car and said the girl appeared to be in distress and involved in a disturbance with a man, Chief Gonzalez said. So that must be whenever he was maybe going back to his vehicle, or I don't even know what vehicle he took, or if they took a vehicle when they left, because the neighbor called the police about the car. and stuff. Maybe he did take it, but I don't, I don't know how the whole car situation worked out. Like, if whenever he took her after he did what he done to the family, and then he took her, if they got in to the red Kia Soul that he parked in the neighbor's driveway, and the neighbor just had the license plate written down, or what. But the neighbor is the one that called the police because they said that there was a girl that appeared to be in distress and involved in a disturbance with a man. Police were able to run the license plate and discovered that Edwards had filed a police report earlier this year regarding vandalism to the Kia. The report had Edwards' cell number in it, which allowed investigators to ping his phone and quickly locate him in Southern California. So they pinged his phone and they found him wherever he was at. I'm not sure if it was in a motel or, it could have been an Airbnb. I did see the shootout on the news last night, but I couldn't tell if it was like a motel room they were in or what. Let's see, where was I at? Okay. Oh, he got into a gun battle with the San Bernardino. Is that am I saying that right? San Bernardino? Or is I don't know. It's the police department out there in California, one of them. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't want to butcher nobody's names or sheriff's deputies, and he died by a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So, y'all, he took the easy way out, is what he done. So, there will be no justice. Like, y'all know what I mean. And this poor little 15-year-old girl and her 13-year-old sister are now motherless because this police officer decided that he was going to pull such heinous or heinous, however you say that word, act. The girl's Aunt Blandon said she last saw her parents and her sister on Thanksgiving, the day before they were slain. We had a family debate, and it got heated on if the brownies my mom made should be frosted with sprinkles or just left plain. Little did I know on that day that would be the last time that my husband and I would see my parents and sister again. And then it says that Blandon has begged parents to talk to your children about internet safety. And this is exactly why I tried to talk to my kids, about who they're talking to on the internet. Even just being aware of your surroundings, everything. Like, pay attention what your children are doing on the internet, y'all, and who they're talking to. Because you never know who's out there, and with him being a police officer, even if she didn't give him her address, he probably somehow looked it up because they have ways of doing things, and I guarantee you that's what happened. He looked up the address even if she didn't give it to him. And I mean, it is like it said that it's possible that it could have been retaliation because she quit talking to him. She started stopped communicating with him whenever he started acting or asking for more explicit photos of herself, I guess is how you would word it. So, I mean, I'm sorry, y'all, that this world is like it is. I wish I could change the world for everyone, make it a better place, a safer place. San Bernardino. Oh, see, I butchered that name. Ugh. And now this, the 15-year-old, what it said on the news last night, she's in I guess it's like child protected custody now, and she is going through trauma therapy. They're getting her like all the counseling that she needs. They still haven't really got to, the police haven't really got to investigate, like by asking her the questions and stuff they want to ask her yet, because this little girl's traumatized. I mean, it's sad. She had watched some stranger, you know, do that to her family, and then he took her, and I'm glad that they did rescue her. I am glad, like, that he didn't harm her, you know, but there's no telling, like, what was his thoughts if they wouldn't have found him. What was his thoughts? What was he going to do with that little girl? You know, I mean, I'm glad. I am glad he's gone. It sucks that he took the easy way out, because I wish that he could have had to go deal with the whole court system, and, you know, and now this is something that little girl has to live with for the rest of her life. And then I'm not sure, where her younger sister, the 13-year-old, where she was, when all this happened. You know, I'm not even gonna look into that part. I pray that she wasn't there as well and had to see it. I didn't see anywhere in any of the articles I read that she was there. So, but it's sad because it's just, I pray that that little girl does not blame herself, because she didn't know that this man wasn't no 17-year-old kid that she was talking to. She didn't know that. Kids don't think like that. They don't. And that's why people need to talk to their kids. Because, I mean, I've had my daughter bring me her phone when some weirdo pops up on it. And I lie to them sometimes. I tell them I'm a police officer. And and I tell them I know where they're at. Sometimes I say, I get pretty mean with them. Like, why are you texting? It's not a text, it's like through the internet. But, like, why are you getting a hold of my daughter? She's a child. You're obviously a grown man. I had this one guy message my youngest. I forgot what it was on. I don't remember what site it was on, but she brought me the phone, because this is something I teach my kids. Let me handle it. If something comes through that just isn't right, or anything, or even somebody you don't know, don't talk to nobody you don't know. Just bring me the phone. So the man, he called my little girl beautiful. And then I messaged him, and I said, I can't remember my exact words, but I did tell him, this is her mother. What are you doing messaging my minor daughter? And then he made up this whole story, because I usually do lie and say, I'm a police officer. What are you doing? Like, I know where you're at now. And I scare the crap out of them. I do what I can to scare them. So hopefully they'll never do it to another child. But I remember him saying that he was messaging my daughter for his son, because he feels like his little boy needs a girlfriend. Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm not stupid. I know the games these grown men, nasty, perverted, men do out here. I know their games. I mean, I went through a lot growing up. I'm not one of those newbies that don't know how these people act out there. So, I mean, y'all just always pay attention. And if y'all have youngins, y'all need to speak to them. And, I mean, do what I do if you've got to. Like, just tell them, like, if somebody messages you, you don't know, or, this and that, bring me the phone, let me handle it. And then you scare the guy into never doing it again. Hi, Leah. How are you doing? Because from what I understand, there's like all kinds of ways these people can get people's locations if they want to. Because, youngins don't understand that kind of stuff. And y'all just please talk to your children. We've got to keep our children safe, y'all. We have to. It's sad that all that happened. It's really sad, but I wanted to get that story out here to people that haven't heard it yet, because it happened the day after Thanksgiving. My first time hearing it was last night on the news. So I wanted y'all to hear it so y'all can use this story if you need to and speak to your children about, the safety of the internet and stuff. And that's why I like going after people real life on the internet, this doxing stuff and all that. I'm not into all that. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not into that because, I mean, look what happened to the other YouTuber, where that one YouTuber knew where he lived, just, what was it, this year? Yeah, just this year. I mean, look what happened to him. I'm just not into all that, People's got kids, it, you just don't do that stuff. And I mean, I'm hoping that this story can get out here so people can see, I mean, people should already know, but about the safety, safety on the internet and stuff, like adults should know, but they need to talk to their teenagers or even kids that aren't teenagers, because I know kids are getting, shoot, 1-year-olds can freaking run a phone better than I can, okay? They're learning young these days. So thanks for bringing this info out as parents and grandparents. You're very welcome, Leah. Yes, please talk to yours. I don't know if you got to hear me say the whole story or anything, but it's sad, and people need to I mean, if you have to look up the story yourself and let your daughter or son or, granddaughter or grandson or any, y'all know what I mean. Let them read the story. Leah, do you want to come up here so you don't have to type, honey? Because I know how your hands are. I know your hands hurt you. So if you want to come up here, just let me know, hon. I'm probably going to turn my camera off. Look at my face getting red. I'm burning up. This antibiotics has not touched me. Has not done nothing for me yet. But yes, y'all, please, if you have to, just look the story up. Show your kids. Talk to your kids. Do not let them or anyone you know or, yourself become the next victim of something like this. And it's sad that I'm having to use a story like this that just happened to try to get it out there so parents, can talk to their children about the safety on the internet and talking to just people you don't know. And what's even worse is that the man was a police officer. That's I need to have a look at a phone. Oh, are you going to go look at a phone and stuff today? Oh, you've been here from the start. Oh yeah, and if you're not in live chat and you're in talk chat, go ahead and put it on live chat so the messages come through instead of getting lost up top somewhere. But I pray that that 15-year-old can heal from everything that she went through. I do, because just nobody should go through that. Nobody. And then some guy freaking becoming a was a state trooper and then started working for the police department, became a police officer with the police department after that, and I'm glad that they're looking into seeing if like he's had any more victims than just that family or that child. Um, I pray that there was no more victims, but you don't know how many I don't know how many accounts he had because it said that what did I do with my book? Did you see how many pages I wrote, Leah? 5 pages. All because I can't screen share. So I wrote the whole article. I changed some words around, but I wrote the whole article. 5 pages long because I freaking can't do the screen share. I was like, man. And I still want to I want to keep up with this and I want to know, was there more victims than just her? Because it said that they're combing through accounts. I think this was meant for me to hear today. Oh, you're so welcome, Leah. I think people need to hear this because this is dangerous stuff out here, y'all. Dangerous stuff. So it's sad, and now there's 2 girls without a mother because some pedophile police officer, you know, done what he done. And I guarantee you that the only reason why he was an officer was because he wanted people to think that he was a hero. He would never do something so bad. In case, like, I don't know, say he has done this before, but the minors that he was talking to, you know, never told on him or they done what he said. So he didn't drive across country to their homes and do what he did to this family. Because like it said, it's possible that he done what he done because, they don't know the timeline exactly yet. They're going to figure that out. But it's possible he drove across country to do that because she stopped communicating with him whenever he asked for them photos. Oh, I did a good job. I think I only did a good job because I had it all written down and I was reading it. That's what I need to start doing. When I talk about certain things so my mind doesn't get so lost. I love you, Leah. Thank you. So I just wish I could hug that little girl. It's sad. So, yeah, each and every one of y'all that watch this, remember this when your child's on the internet. Pay attention what they're doing on there. Pay attention who they're talking to on there. I don't know. It's too much. So, how are y'all doing today? Oh, you're welcome, poet. It's a scary world we live in, and people need to think about this stuff. You know, this world isn't safe, man. It's evil, evil. It's bad out here, and it's why people need to start showing more kindness. And you see somebody in need, you do what you can to help them. You don't. I don't know. This world's just changed a lot since I was growing up. You know, yeah, there was a lot of evil when I was growing up, but I'm saying it's changed. Like it's gotten worse, way worse. Leah Lynch. Okay, Leah, you go. Oh, I need to look at mine and see when I need to renew those as well. You just reminded me. I need to check. Is today your birthday, Leah? Because usually mine expires on my birthday. Yours might be different. Is okay. I love you. But if it's your birthday today, you better let me know. You think you got to renew yours too soon? Yeah. I hate going to the DMV. It's always a big long wait there. I was gonna say, I knew, I figured it was coming up because if y'all's was the same as ours, then I knew. So Soldier's birthday must be coming up too. You didn't tell me your birthday was coming up, Leah. Okay, love you. I'll talk to you later. It's hot. Drinking those stinking Mountain Dew, y'all. Did y'all know? Did y'all notice that after? Oh, quit whining. I'll be in there in a minute. My dog's coming behind me whining because he wants me to sit with him while he goes to sleep on the couch. He always does this. No, Mom will be in there in a minute. Go in there and live with Daddy. He is such a mama's boy. Come here, buddy. All right, here, I'll pet you. But oh crap, what was I saying, poet? Do you remember? I can't remember what I was about to say to poet. I was about to say something, poet, and I can't. Gosh darn, remember. Whew. Do you remember, poet? Oh, yeah. Is your birthday coming up? Hey, cow, cow, come here. You can come on my lap. Come here. You're too big for my lap, boy. Y'all want to know what I did the other day? So I went. It was pouring rain, and I think this was the day before yesterday. Oh, Mama's right here, buddy. You want me to get up so you can get in my seat? What do you want? But not for another 6 months. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I was it was pouring rain, so I got the umbrella. And I carried a pot out there. Well, not, it wasn't like a pot. It was, what do you call it? Just kind of like a big serving bowl. I carried it out there with me so I could pour water into the goat's water thing that I got out there for them. Because I went out there to lock them up for the night. And I have this chicken cage, for when you haul chickens. I had it sitting out in the yard. And I had moved it from against the house because I was going to post it for sale. Because since I don't have my chickens anymore, I was going to post it for sale. And I forgot to remove it back after I took a picture of it. Well, I'm walking, not paying attention to the gosh darn ground. I shit y'all not. I fell so hard into that cage, I flattened that son of a gun. I'm bruised from it, though. I'm bruised pretty bad. My legs got bruises all over my arms, like all up here. I must have been, since I had the umbrella in my right hand, because I'm right-handed and everything. Whenever I went down, I must have, like, tried to catch myself more of my left side part of my body or something. But are you feeling any better? Not really, but they gave me antibiotics. It's not doing crap for me. I don't know. I figured it'd be working by now, but it's not. But I appreciate you asking. It took me forever to get my head cleared out some today because it's hurting my ears, the pressure, but it's moved more into my chest. But oh, sorry about that. What are you sorry for, poet? That I failed? I literally face planted and flattened that cage. Like, I ruined that cage. It can probably be put back together, I don't know. But I was stuck. And it was awful. But yeah, I have bruises all over me from it. I was like, just my freaking luck. Something always happens. But I was in my bed, I don't know, they're like almost like rain boots, but they're the big black ones, like when you're outside freaking scooping up cow manure and shit like that. So, oh, you want to see the bruises? Here, I'll show you the ones on my leg. Oh, shit. Or, y'all making this hard on me. Like, that was some on my knees. Well, on the side. My husband was laughing at me. Yeah. And then, like, all under this arm. But it's almost like I got the muscle off. Must have pulled it or something. I don't freaking know. I tell you, I'm clumsy. Yeah. Why does this thing always do that? Whew. But yeah, y'all, that's what I wanted to get on here and talk about tonight. I probably ain't gonna be on here much longer because I just feel like doo-doo. Have hubby give you a massage. He's starting to get sick now too. Ugh. I was like, oh man, he's not feeling well, and so it's just this crap going around, I reckon. But y'all, I'm gonna get off here, and I'll probably like scroll on YouTube and see what everybody's doing, go through and like people's stuff and whatnot, and I'm gonna go in here and relax. He's got to get up early in the morning for work, so it's about time for us to be laying down anyway. You have a good night too, and I'll talk to y'all. I'll try to go live tomorrow. I can't promise because this sickness it's really taken over me. Like that's why I didn't go live yesterday, and I don't think I went live the day before either because it's just freaking horrible. So it took all I had, but I wanted to get this story out here because parents, grandparents, you know, just talk to your kids. Use a story if you need to talk to them. Protect your children. So I love each and every one of y'all, and I will talk to y'all very soon, okay? Have a great night.